Hello everyone, welcome back to Voidheart Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing a blaster that I've been wanting to review for a while. This is the XShot Chaos Royale Edition Orbit. This is a special retool of the XShot Chaos Orbit for a limited release they did back in like 2020, where they did a bunch of their blasters in this really snazzy, like gold metallic plastic, and then just blue. Because I know they did the Orbit and the Meteor. They did the Kickback, and I know they did the Turbo Advance as well. I'm sure they did more, like, I just haven't looked. But yeah, this is the Orbit. Well, let's get into it. Up at the front is the muzzle. There is no end-strike barrel lug. This is a Rival style blaster. Ooh, Rival. I haven't reviewed any of those yet. Up at the top here is the front sight. It really doesn't, it's just a front post. This rail does not function at all. None of the rails on this blaster function at all, because XShot didn't decide to do rails until they did Insanity. Well, they did. In all fairness, they did with some of the Excel stuff, with like the Regenerator and the Hawkeye, but still, they didn't really do like a lot of rail until Insanity, in which they just started using Picatinny, which is neat. But yeah. Up here is a sort of like red dot style sight. If you can see down that sight, at least the reverse end of it. It just has a little piece of clear plastic with a reticle on it. It's a nice sight to just aim off of. Really neat. Really cool. Down here is the magazine follower. This features a very unique loading mechanism, which I will get to in a second. On this side is the jam clearing door. You just open that to be able to get your fingers in there, just in case you have your balls in a bind. And, yeah. Back here this is the safety. It basically locked if this side is in, if this side is pushed out, then you can fire. It's a mechanical safety. Nothing special. And on this side only, yes, fellow lefties, another L for the lefties, is a jam clearing button. When you prime it back, it can't be pulled back again. So you hit this switch and you can prime it back and forth as many times as you want. You just fire. It's meant for clearing out jams, so that way you can just get the chamber open to get your jams cleared out. And yeah, this is the trigger. It's a very comfortable trigger, a bit of a thin one, but I don't mind thin triggers. It's not anything too crazy. And then, let's talk about the internal magazine. This blaster has a 14-round internal magazine that loads from the rear. Let me get some balls in here. We'll do some chaos rounds. These are XShot Chaos rounds. They have different dimpling than Rival rounds, and they're a little worse in terms of accuracy. Like, I've had plenty of flyers when I did my initial testing with this thing. So you just take it and you push it through the follower, and there you go. You've loaded your rounds in, and then you press this button, and now it shows the button is on both sides. The one on the right side doesn't work. Another L for the lefties. But as long as you don't have your finger in the way, just go ahead and slap that button, and it'll send the follower home. This blaster does not have slam fire, but slam fire wouldn't really help it much with a 14 round capacity. Yeah, 14 rounds was a bit weird. Also, it came with stickers. I don't know where the sticker sheet it came with is. I lost my sticker sheet, which sucks because I was going to put some of the stickers on another blaster, but if I can ever hunt down the Royale Edition Meteor, I'm sure it has a sticker sheet as well. But yeah, so I actually put some of the stickers on it. So up here where it says Chaos Orbit on both of these sides, those are stickers that I put on there. Back here where it says RXB 0140 on both sides, I put those stickers there. And where it says RXB 0140 on this side, I put stickers here. I don't recall putting stickers anywhere else, but yeah, I did bedazzle it and befancy it before I got to this point, because I've had this blaster for like a month now, pretty much, because I was getting all the new and like all the pro blasters out of the way. I still haven't reviewed the Aeon and Nexus X, but I've already done unfathomable things to my Nexus. I might review my Aeon at some point if I just get bored. But yeah, this is the Chaos Orbit. Let's go out to the range and we'll see it fire. Alright, well, the weather is not quite on my side again today, as it is cold and wet, and we have a lull in the rain, but we've still got our beautiful golden baby out here to fling some balls. Up first, we got Chaos rounds. And 3, 2, 1, begin! You see why the Chaos rounds are kind of mid. They just kind of go a little bit and then slam down. But in other blasters, like I fed them through my Chronos when I got it, and it was like they were all over the place. But yeah, I'm going to pause to reload. And yeah. Alright, we got Nerf rival rounds, but they're the orange ones that they did in collaboration with Overwatch. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's the blaster that's causing the rounds to behave like that. Weird. Very, very weird. And we at least still got longer range with the rival rounds, even if it's just by bounce and roll, but... Alright. Pause for final round. AccuRival balls. These are the new AccuRival stuff that came out in, like, 2022? Well, whatever, it's AccuRival. Oh, jeez. Hard to track them after they bounce.
Oh, I know why the balls are kind of slamming. We have a little bit of a headwind. So wind is coming towards me. That's why they're kind of faltering, but that's what happens when you do your range footage outside. But yeah, of course, range stats aren't going to be quite exact because rival rounds like to bounce and roll. Whereas like darts, they'll only bounce like maybe a couple of feet, but with rival rounds, they'll roll on you. So yeah, I mean, you saw the performance. It gets pretty good performance. It gets about rival spec performance, which is really neat because it's not Nerf brand, and it was $20. Of course, it's not really around anymore because everybody kind of stopped doing rival, except for Nerf. They're hanging on by a thread to get as much sale out of the AccuRival as possible. But all they really have available right now is the Mirage and Challenger. But anyways, I am going to go collect the balls and provide range stats. We'll see you when I am inside.
Alright, we're back inside with the Chaos Orbit. What do we think? Well, range footage was actually pretty consistent. They all got somewhere around the same range, and I know some of it's pretty inconsistent because it's after like bounce and roll, but that's what happens when you range test rival. But yeah, it did pretty well. Of course, the accuracy discrepancies were just because it is cold and wet, and there was a headwind, which a headwind is wind that's going towards the shooter. A crosswind is coming from the side, and a tailwind is coming from behind. Usually if I notice a change in the wind, I'll make sure to let y'all know, and yeah, so today, headwind. That's probably what caused our accuracy problems, because I think this does shoot just a scotch softer than rival, if I recall correctly. But yeah, Chaos Orbit is pretty neat. Final thoughts. I don't know what the MSRP for this blaster is. I got it for like $17 at Ross, which is always like they cut the prices down a decent margin. So if I find the MSRP, I'll put it up here. And do I think you should buy this? If you find it at like a Ross or a Goodwill or something like that, and it's in good working condition, yeah. It's a really good internal mag rival primary that has a bigger internal mag than, like, every rival blaster except, you know, getting into, like, the Artemis and the Hades and all that mess. But it's a good blaster. 14 rounds is an odd capacity for a rival, because usually with an internal mag rival blaster, it's 12. And so you just need to kind of get used to, oh yeah, this blaster takes 14 rounds instead of 12. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I love the futuristic aesthetic. I love the big, beefy pump grip. It feels really good to operate. And yeah, pretty neat. It is, yeah, the gold, very shiny, very pretty. But yeah, as I was saying, he's good. If you did enjoy this video, then please do leave a like, subscribe. I hate having to tell you that, but the algorithm likes it, and you gotta praise the algorithm these days. And comment your favorite XShot Chaos Blaster. Either the Fate, not the Fate, the, that's Nerf. Comment your favorite XShot Chaos Blaster, either the Orbit or the Meteor. And if you have a favorite version, comment that as well. Though, I can't imagine much people liking anything over the very beautiful shiny gold of Royale. The FaZe Clan ones do look really good as well. But, yeah. Just comment your favorite version of the... Or comment your favorite XShot Chaos Blaster, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.